guys, I'm back in the rehearsal hall. This is going to be the last video that I can make here because next week we're moving to the opera house. So I thought that I would show you around. Like, not around the whole building because that would be dull because it's a large building and we only use a very small part of it. But I can show you the props that I've been using and where I sit in the musician area because next week it's going to change. First, I want to show you. This one's not so much a prop as it is a costume piece, and it's not a rehearsal piece. It's what I'm going to be wearing during this show. These are my favorite shoes. They bought these shoes for me for Gifts of the Magi, but since then I've also worn them in Our Town and the Crucible and now this show! I love them. I asked if I could have them and Jet thought I was crazy, but she let me have them anyways. Also, and this is funny, can you see where this shoe has like this dent thing and it looks super scuffy and sort of like it's just gonna pop in because I'm sometimes a little clumsy. I got run over by part of the set my first day on stage with Gifts of the Magi, so these shoes have been fairly worn in since the beginning. But I'm delighted that I get to wear them again because they're broken in for my feet and they're very comfy, and I don't know, I'm talking too much about these shoes, but I love them! Moving on. The thing with rehearsal props is that they're often different from the show props. The stage manager or the props, I don't know. The props person and the stage manager in Rosebud are the same person. Probably the props person finds props specifically for rehearsal, and then throughout the process they understand more of what's needed during the show, so then they know how to perfect your show prop. One of my favorites is my Poppy. There are lots of Poppies, but this one is mine because I get to, I hate her. That's gonna be fun. None of that's mine. They get cookies. I don't get a cookie. Maybe that's why I'm so grumpy. I don't get a cookie. These are my fire. They'll be different once we're on stage and they will look awesome and it will be fantastic, but for now I'm just throwing hacky sacks. This is my hourglass. It's an actual hour. We found that out when we were rehearsing. It takes a full hour for that time to run through. Okay, now for some bigger things. This is Dolores. I think she's marvelous. It takes some getting used to though because she has no handbrakes. Pedaling backwards is the brake, which is fine in theory, except that apparently I pedal backwards in order to start riding the bike, so I've had some troubles, you know, riding at all. My actual broom isn't ready yet, so I'll get that in the next week or two. We open in 2 weeks. But I use the broom for lots of magic-y things and for flying, so I have to have a broom. This is where I've been spending most of my rehearsals. I'm also playing the trumpet, but as you can see, I'm surrounded by a plethora of other instruments that I am not that great at playing. There are lots of times where I immediately switch back and forth between the trumpet and the cowbell, or the trumpet and these two. But I'm definitely playing, and then I put down the trumpet and this is me. I'm off stage cackling as the witch, but I still get to play a drum and a cymbal. I have a pencil that I have chewed to pieces because apparently that's where it lived when I don't know, I'm playing the trumpet. You would think that the pencil would live somewhere else. Oh, I also play a drum over there. I'm not even gonna show you that drum, it's a drum. I don't know what kind of drum. I don't know the names of any of these things. Bass drum, I know that one. And over here, we have a foot cymbal. I don't know what it's actually called. My brother will be very ashamed of me. But I definitely get to play this at the same time as I play the trumpet. So, you know, good times.